Hello and welcome to Bread of Life, a daily devotional program which each week features a different area pastor. Our speaker for this week is Pastor Josh Poteet of West Hartford.
Hey y'all, I'm Josh Poteet, the lead pastor of 180 Life Church in West Hartford and author of Parenting Against the Current, and here is our tendency in conflict. You hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. You withheld love from me, so I'm going to go ahead and withhold love from that person. And we become these people completely out of control, or if we're not careful, under the control of the other person in the conflict. And as you listen to these last few days of the Devo on how to fight, you may ask, Josh, why are we so focused on me? They started it. They hurt me. They're the illogical ones. They're whatever. Look how easily we get back into middle school. Here's the deal. There are three parts in every relationship. There's your part, God's part, and their part. God is always faithful to do his part. It might not look the way that you wanted it to. It might not be how you would have written it up, but he is always faithful. And you can't control their part. You can't. No matter how hard you try, it's not possible. Parents of teenagers, big exhale here. You can't do their part for them. Trying to force them to do their part leads to rebellion, and trying to do God's part is rebellion. All you can control is your part, so do it well. This is exactly what Matthew 7 is talking about when it says, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there is a plank in your own eye, you hypocrite? First take the plank out of your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." See, when we engage in the fray, we want to focus on what they did, because if I focus on you, then I don't have to address me. You don't need to play Holy Spirit for that other person. You can't control them anyway. Do you realize the level of freedom you will experience when you realize that you can't control them? All you can do is surrender to Jesus and clear your side of the road. They may never do their part, but that's not the point. The point is that you are doing yours. Whenever Jenny and I, my wife, are in conflict, which I know is crazy, pastors don't get into conflict. Yes, we do. And whenever we're in conflict, I play a game. I call it a game. I don't know what else to call it, but the game goes like this when we're in conflict. I want to ask forgiveness sincerely before my wife does. That's my goal, and that's her goal too. And it's not an actual competition. It's more, hey, instead of pursuing victory, I want to pursue unity. Instead of pursuing being right, I want to do what is right, which means that in any argument conversation, I'm usually not the victim. Whether I caused the scenario or maybe it's just in how I respond, I've got something that I can own, a plank in my eye that I am meant to remove. And so we play the game. Who can seek forgiveness first? And here's the crazy part. It's 9 times out of 10, when we do this, the other person seeks forgiveness too, and all of a sudden we're moving towards alignment and unity and reconciliation. Now, caveat, when you do this, you need to be sincere. You can't be doing it to manipulate them into doing their part. If I'm asking for forgiveness with the expectation that someone else seeks forgiveness in response, that's manipulation, and that's not actually what we're called to do. We need to press in together through authenticity and through love. And we struggle with this because if I ask for forgiveness, I'm admitting that I am wrong, at least to a degree, which undermines my authority. Maybe you view that as your role in your marriage or in your parenting or in your job, whatever it is that this conflict has arisen in. We say, well, this is an indictment on my leadership. When the reality is, when I own my mistakes, when I boast in my weakness, it gives me credibility and models humility to my family and to those that I lead. Here's why I do this. Because there is a log in my eye and I don't want to navigate the world blind. I control me, which means in any conflict I'm in, I am meant to first understand where I have messed up. 99% of the time, you're not the victim. If not in what caused the situation, at least in how you responded. Own your part. Confess your sin. Seek forgiveness. Take out the plank that you can see clearly. And do it without expectation of them doing it themselves. That's not why you're doing this anyway. It's because you control you.
You've been listening to Pastor Josh Poteet of West Hartford, and this has been Bread of Life, a program to encourage you from God's Word.